Jonesy and Amanda.
You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast.
Australian radio's Jonesy and Amanda.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Hello, Wiggles.
Jonesy, yeah, personal friend.
Bit of a tongue twist there.
The legendary pirate Jonesy.
He's a genius. That's what the J stands for.
And Amanda the actress.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Brendan and Amanda, and you're on the same show.
We're mass communicating. Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime!
Happy Wednesday, Amanda.
Happy Wednesday. I want to hear how your dinner went last night. You had dinner with your newly married daughter before she heads off on her honeymoon.
You went round to the in-laws' place.
Well, yes, you're the in-laws, they're the in-laws, everyone's
nice.
the in-laws.
Very, very nice. They seem more mature, the kids these days, when they get married.
Well, do they seem more mature than they did last week?
Yeah, there seems to be a sense of just maturity.
I wonder if that's what you've imbued them with, and also probably in the last few weeks there's been some anxiety, whereas that's all gone now.
Yeah. They're taking off on their honeymoon. They're going around Australia by flying. They've just decided to do this.
Because the flight's the cheapest they've ever been.
Yes. So they're going on a plane to the Gold Coast, Cairns, to Melbourne.
Making it up as they go along.
They're making it up as they go along. I had a bit of envy for them right there. Yeah. I was envious. And we were just having a great chat. I was thinking, should I mention the $800 she owes me for the makeup?
No,
well, only because...
You're father of the bride.
No, but only because she said, Dad, I need money for the makeup. I left it at home. So on the wedding day...
It'd be very gracious of you to let that go. It's
she
her
said,
wedding day.
But she did say she'll pay it back.
Don't. Your daughter's wedding makeup is the equivalent of my son's parking fine.
Right.
At some point, I'm just not even going to ask.
You know what? You're going to end up doing time.
I know.
You're going to end up...
No, I've paid the...
You'll end up in Wentworth.
The fines are in his name.
Yeah, I know.
And he doesn't live at home anymore, but I'd rather the bills came to me so I can see what he's paid and what he hasn't paid.
This is what happens when you're part of the snowplow generation. That's you and me, friend.
I know. But, part of me thinks life's hard. These are the bits that I don't care about. And you should graciously pay for your daughter's makeup on a wedding day.
Right. Well, you tell that to B when you're in Wentworth.
Why would I be going to prison?
Because
I've paid the fines.
Have you paid?
And they're not in my car. They're not my fines. They're not in my name. But when I got something in the mail that said his licence was being cancelled on Friday...
Your car is being crushed into a cube.
No, it's his car.
Yeah.
I suddenly thought, I can't rely on him to take care of this.
We have an action.
Should have seen his makeup.
We paid tribute to Mel Schilling. That was That was sad to hear. The Married at First Sight expert passed away after a long battle with illness.
But I think she kept to herself for a long time.
Yeah.
Very brave woman.
Also coming up, Instagram a little bit later on. We're going to talk with M. Gillespie with The Download. This is fascinating about the American Bachelorette show.
American Bachelorette, the show was about to air. They've pulled it because... This wasn't new information that was revealed about the Bachelorette, but new vision came to light and the network has pulled it. It's quite controversial.
Jam Nation.
How fast can this thing go?
Faster than the speed of light.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Fast Five.
When I say it's time for the Fast Five. 5 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 5 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
Well, I don't know why you keep saying it, because you only ever have to answer question 5
but if you get 5
correctly.
You're a bloody legend.
You are, but if you come in just for question 5, that's okay. You'll get a $250 Visa gift card.
Where's the sheep stations? Where's the Jeopardy? Tell that to
They're all
Shweeta.
different shows.
How are you, Shweeta?
I'm good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Very well,
I like
thank you.
smooching your whole name together now. Shweeta.
Are you a Shweeta or Shweeta?
Shweeta.
Shweeta.
But I go by either. I go by either.
Is there a nickname?
No.
Sweet Bix?
Sweet Bix? Do you ever get Shiwi?
No, I get pretty sweet.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
good. That's not bad. Pretty
Good.
sweet. Here's question 1 for you, pretty sweet. Who plays Voldemort in the Harry Potter films? Who's the actor?
I'm not into Harry Potter.
Oh, Plops. I'm sorry, Shweeta.
Famously, was he the one that...
Plum. The one who joined the Mile High Club?
Is in St Mary's.
Wazza wasn't the one who joined the Mile High.
How do you know?
We know. We just don't know. Wazza, have you joined the Mile High Club?
Not yet. I have at a water fun park.
At a water fun park?
Yeah. The water park in Western Sydney on its opening. Yeah.
What? Hang on.
If you call it the Mile High Club.
Where exactly at the water park?
Yeah.
No, where exactly in the water park?
In the change rooms.
I see.
Yeah.
And she was a she?
Yeah, it was my wife, actually. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So it's someone you know, at least.
Yeah, true.
Was this before she was your wife?
No, well after.
Well after?
Quite the opening weekend.
Man.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
must be a pretty sexy individual, was it? Because I find that if you're at a water park, there's a lot of shapes there, and I dare say that the partner in my life would not be interested.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
She might be interested in Wazza.
Of course.
Question number 1 for you, Wazza. Who plays Voldemort in the Harry Potter films?
I've got no idea.
Well, thank you for giving us your story.
You gave us some afternoon titillation. You pronounce his first name in a strange way. It's spelt funny. It's spelt like
a regular name, but it's pronounced, I think it's Norwegian or something, isn't it? Or Scandinavian? I could be wrong.
Hear every second of Jonesy and Amanda on demand. Search for us now on the iHeart app.
How fast can this thing go?
Faster than the speed of light.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Fast 5.
Right, come on, you fools. We're at question number 1.
I know, but we're enjoying it. We've had some great stories thus far, just from quiz participants.
Quiz participants.
Nathan.
There should be a show called that.
Nathan is in Bungonia. Hello, Nathan.
Good morning. Sorry. Good afternoon.
Hello, Nathan.
What I used to say. How are we?
Very well.
Good. Are you liking us in the afternoons, mate?
I do. Love you in the afternoon. Love you in the morning. I could have you all day.
Okay.
Well, we're like a salada for you, Nathan.
Salada in the morning, salada in the evening, salada at supper time.
And we appreciate that. Now, we've ascertained that the actor we're talking about, we're asking you who plays Voldemort in the Harry Potter films. He once famously was outed by a flight attendant for having it off with her, joining the Mile High Club. Which actor are we talking about?
Ralph Fiennes.
Yes, it's written Ralph, but it's pronounced Rafe Fiennes. That's him.
Let's play Lyrical Assassin. Nathan, you would know that Amanda has great trouble with this particular segment. This is where we quote the lyrics to a song and you have to work out where those lyrics have come from.
You do it, Brendan. Get
I'll
ready,
do it.
Nathan.
Okay.
Here we go.
God bless Mother Nature. She's a single woman too. She took off to heaven and she did what she had to do. She brought every angel and rearranged the sky.
Get on with it.
So that each and every woman could find her perfect guy.
What's the song?
I've got no idea.
Oh, really?
Jackie's
Jackie?
in South Maroota.
Hello, Jackie.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Attention.
Yes. You might know this. I'm going to quote you some lyrics and see if you know
And don't sing it.
what the song is. No, I'm just going to say the lyrics. God bless Mother Nature. She's a single woman too. She took off to heaven and she did what she had to do. She brought every angel, she rearranged the sky so that each and every woman could find her perfect guy. What's the song, Jackie?
It's Raining Men
It's
by the
Raining
Weather Girls.
It is. Yeah. It would be kind of difficult, though, men falling down upon you. Like, what if you get
What's hard about that?
What if a big boom bar lands on you?
I'm quite happy.
Okay. What is the scientific name for the Northern Lights, Jackie? A, Aurora Australis, B, Aurora Borealis, or C, Aurora Celestis?
Aurora Borealis.
It is.
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Australis. It's an aftershave.
Yep.
They're the southern lights. And Aurora Celestis was made up by Ryan.
Good on you, Ryan.
Question number 4. Technically, what kind of food is an olive?
A fruit?
It is a fruit.
Fruit.
No judgment here.
Don't talk about Ryan like that.
It brings you to question 5.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Catherine Lagaia. Sorry.
It's Jay Lagaia's daughter.
Oh, Jay Lagaia's daughter. It is too. Catherine Lagaia star in which upcoming Disney live-action remake?
Moana.
Moana.
Oh, you know that straight away. So Catherine Lagaia, Jay's girl, is in that.
Yeah. This is a huge break.
We met.
Oh, you know very well where you met her. This is when I was in theatre sports and you were in the crowd and you were so horrifically drunk that she complained to her father, who was also performing in theatre sports. He said, my daughter says she's sitting next to an idiot. And it was you.
It was your son.
It was you.
It was your son. I was sitting with Jackie. Can I explain myself here?
You don't need to.
I was sitting next to Jack, and he kept buying me VBs.
Come on.
And I was enjoying the hospitality and the performance on stage. But I thought with theatre sports, you're supposed to join in. It's crowd participation. So, I had to ring Jay and apologise.
No, you didn't.
I did ring Jay and apologise. We had a good chat. Well, isn't that great?
Yeah, so she's in this huge new movie.
Right, great. Well, good on her.
She'll be thrilled with your accolades.
Congratulations to you, Jackie. You've won the Jam Pack $250 Visa gift card coming your way.
Thank you so much.
Jackie, you are welcome.
Carry on.
Jam Nation.
Hello, it's Jonesy and Amanda driving you home with Jam Nation. I've just come round to Amanda's side of the desk.
And you're pulling a big face.
This is how you talk on your microphone? That is dreadful.
As opposed to what?
What sort of technique is that? You can look at this.
No, it's not normally like that. You've bumped it.
What?
Don't spit in it.
It is time for...
You hungry?
TikTok. I enjoy cooking bacon and stop working with flour. You're making slap.
Hello, man. Talk about.
What are you? An idiot sandwich. Gonna make you go yuck.
TikTok Tucker. We make food from TikTok and eat it.
I think today's might be an absolute winner. It's got a whole lot of delicious ingredients, and I think the combination might just work. Peanut butter, melted, crushed chips mixed with that. Then you put jam on a piece. Before I go anyway, we put jam on a piece of toast, and then we munch it all together and sprinkle chocolate on the top. Before we go any further,
the toast first.
I'm going to put the toast in now. I forgot that's what I had to do first.
Didn't want to do that during Coldplay?
Oh, shut up! Shut up! You made me throw bread at Jenna.
Oh, I'm just thinking, I know.
Oh, just stop.
I know you think you're entertaining, but do people want to listen to toast bake?
Sorry, Jenna. I said, when I begin, I'm going to put toast in the toaster, and no one said, do it sooner. And now you're saying, I told you to do it sooner. Oh, see your bottom. Okay, what I'm going to do is...
I'll mash those while you calm down.
What we're doing, let me do it, please. What we're doing is smashing some chips. We're smashing them so they're all scrunched up. I'm going to use my hands and scrunch them up. You can all eat my hand germs. Here we are, scrunching that up. So, then what happens now is I've melted some peanut butter in the microwave, just so it's a bit softer.
You've just used your standard variety peanut butter?
Like my co-host, standard variety. Okay, from FM school. All right, now I just pop the peanut butter.
FM good.
I put the peanut butter in with the chips and mix that around. That looks like a delicious combination of things. So while we're waiting now for our toast to cook, when that comes out, I will be putting jam on the toast, putting this on top. What I can do now, I can actually start grating some of this chocolate so that you don't get anxious, Brendan. I'm going to grate it along with your face. So I'm going to get some of this chocolate, which looks delicious.
Yep.
Which side of the grater? The big one, you think?
Use that. No one who uses that crazy one. That round the side.
No, I think that's a zester.
It's a zester.
So you can go and do what you like now because everything's underway. But when we return, the toast will be cooked. I will have started to assemble the. Oh, I'm scared. Can you grate that?
Sure.
I'm scared. I'm going to scrunch my knuckles because you make me anxious.
Why? It's a basic thing.
Look at your face.
Oh, wow.
I know, exactly. All right, so when we return, we will be compiling all of this and we're going to be eating our peanut butter, jelly and chips toast.
Yum.
Jam
Nation.
You hungry?
TikTok. I enjoy cooking bacon and stop working with flour. You're making slap.
Hello, man. Talk about. What are you?
An idiot sandwich. Gonna make you go yuck.
TikTok Tucker. We make food from TikTok and eat it. Today, what are we eating?
Peanut butter, jelly and chips toast. I'm drowning in my own saliva to begin with, so that's something that's nice.
Yum.
All right, I'm going to press the ejector button to get out our toast. There are 3 of us. I've made 2 pieces, so one I'll cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got our toast. What I do now is I cover the toast in jam.
Yep. Just a strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Is it Monbulk? What?
You need to know it's Grandessa.
Grandessa.
You've met her, I'm sure.
I like Monbulk. Yeah.
All right, so I'm putting jam on the toast. Sorry, everybody, it's taking a bit of time. The jam is on the toast.
Good.
What I do now is I get peanut butter and chips that have been munched together.
These chips,
and that's on top.
plain chips?
Plain chips and slightly melted peanut butter mixed with my finger DNA are now going onto this piece of toast. And on top of that, this very detailed recipe, I now sprinkle...
Please, just lick your fingers and handle the food.
That's the name of my food company. I'm now sprinkling some chocolate sprinkles on the top of that from grated chocolate.
Right.
All right. Now, that's all it is.
And
I'm
when would
cutting
you...
this piece of toast in half.
We're proposing, when do you eat this meal?
I think you'd eat it when you're watching TV.
Yep.
Maybe-
So you're watching the piano
Say you're
Sunday
watching
night?
the piano, which you haven't managed to do, but say you are,
I've
because
got
you
it.
watch maths, which is up against it, and I think that's really supportive of a friend. So anyway, take this.
Okay. Maybe watch it while you're grinding an axe.
Maybe you can.
You could eat it while grinding an
All right,
axe.
so when I say 3,
Yep. Ryan, you got
bite
one?
into it.
Yeah, I got mine. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wow. Oh, wow.
It's too spiky.
Well, it's like eating a hedgehog.
There's too many sharp edges.
Yum. Oh, my God.
Does it need the toast?
Hey, yeah, the toast makes it. And I think because you've used a sourdough, you got the peanut butter, you got the jam, you got the crunch of the chips. What do you reckon?
It's too much crunch.
Too much crunch.
Is this how they used to make Mr. Ed talk? Wilbur. It is delicious, but there's a lot of work in your mouth to get to the part where you can swallow it.
Parallel opposite to smooth. It's crunch.
It's full crunch. It's crunchy bread.
I'm going to start a radio station called Crunch.
It's crunchy bread,
And it's just
crunchy
this.
chips. It is, the flavours are delicious, but I don't think it's a pleasurable eating experience. That's the first time we've had that, I think.
Why don't you try it next time you're grinding an axe?
TikTok, make it slap, gonna make you go yuck.
You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast. Right now, by the miracle of recording, Jonesy and Amanda.
We'll do it live!
Jonesy and Amanda, those are two great names.
Such a scam.
I'm not a scab.
Sense the chemistry between them, but how much of that is real?
Mind your own business and shut your pie hole.
I wish you well with your show.
I was watching Married at First Sight last night when I heard the news that Mel Schilling had passed away. Mel was one of the experts on Married at First Sight, and we had spoken to her many times on our show, including the time when she was diagnosed with bowel cancer back in 2023.
It was colon cancer.
Colon cancer,
And
I
she was
apologise.
diagnosed like in December 2023 and was given the all clear after an operation. Then February 2024, and this is just from what I've read, was told that it had moved to some of her other organs and then it had moved to her brain. And I think she underwent a whole lot of chemo for 2 years, and most people would not have been aware of the struggle.
You wouldn't have known it to watch the TV show and then watching these adult babies as they explain the minutiae of their lives.
Yeah.
It was not lost on me that what Mel was going through. Her husband, Gareth Brisbane, said this in Instagram, in her final moments when I thought cancer had taken away her ability to speak, she ushered me closer and whispered a message for Maddie and me that will sustain me for the rest of my life. It took all of her remaining strength, and that gesture summed up our wee Melzy perfectly. Even then, her only thought was for Maddie and me. And I always found that with her. You know, she was a very, very, she always made you feel good.
Yeah.
You'd speak to her, and she was a real light.
I saw a very emotional John Aiken speaking post her death today.
With Mel, like I think about, you know, the way in which she was on set, even to the end. And what I loved about her was that she just fought all the time, but she kept everything inside. She never complained. She just was such a, incredibly strong inspiration. She was a real leader. And I always admired that about her because we never really knew what she was going through until close to the end. I just feel like, I've lost someone special today. And maths for me, won't be the same.
She brought a lot of class to that show, didn't she?
She did.
She rose above the madness, I thought.
Condolences.
Absolutely.
Jam Nation.
How are you feeling the postscript to the wedding? Are you feeling a bit depleted?
Depleted of cash, yes.
But depleted of something to look forward to? Do you know what I mean? That you've had this big thing that's loomed for some time. And then the week after, everyone feels a little flat.
Oh, there's other things to do. in your life.
I was talking more about how your family feels, not you
Oh, they're
necessarily.
all right. They're good. They're married now.
You know what I loved?
Yes.
Was not just the emotion of me seeing your daughter Romany, who I've known since she was 4, watching her get married, which was so beautiful. But I spent the night on the dance floor with my sons. That's just great. How often do I get to do that? Not often enough.
Bit then when we're all dancing together. It was my youngest, Dominic, Jack, Liam.
Yeah.
And
you all dancing.
We're all dancing. And I said, you know what? This isn't weird. What are you knocking my dancing?
Well, why would it be weird?
I was on Dancing with the Stars. I've got the skills.
Yeah.
Tell me I've got the skills.
No, we kind of mocked you behind your back.
I know, it was dreadful. But I will say this, it was just nice to dance with the boys. You know, and we were just standing there. I said, this is great. And there was a lot of love in the room.
There was.
There was a love. I will say this, though.
Oh, don't bring this up again.
I was flatulent shamed by your son.
Look,
and
obviously,
I knew it was him.
you cut one and
No.
he called you out.
No. That did not happen.
Well, how often are you going to talk about this?
Until I've been proved.
Well, how do we prove? Let's capture the gas in the room and put it in a spectrometer
I just feel that I was poorly shamed at my daughter's wedding on the dance floor. And Jack knew because his face, he would have
owned up if it was him.
No, because everyone was going, oh, Jonesy. And I was saying, and I could see his face, and he piped in. He was like Judas. Not Judas, who was the other one?
Who had gas?
Oh, there was one of them, not with gas. No, Peter, he denied all knowledge. Anyway, forget the biblical thing. But he knew, and he was laughing.
Well, you're the grown-up here. How old are you? 58?
Not yet.
He's 22.
Yeah, but
let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Don't make me sing Frozen.
We should call him. What's he doing? Is he working today?
He is. Are you going to call him? What are you going to ask him to do?
I want him
to go and be analysed at a clinic.
Do you believe that my story or his side? Whose side are you on?
Well, I'm on the side of truth.
Okay, well, you can't handle the truth. Will you accept this if I call? I'm going to call him.
What's he going to say?
I'm going to just call him. 4 3 4 1 7 4 4 3. We'll see.
Hello, Jack speaking.
Hello, is that Jack? Jack Oliver?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's Michael Farquharson from Farquharson and Munt, legal solicitors, and we're just ringing about a case of flatulence shaming on Saturday night. And it appears that my client has been shamed.
This is Jonesy, obviously, Jack.
By your love of many beers.
Jonesy claims that you shamed him on the dance floor.
He so did.
Well,
hang on, Jonesy. Let Jonesy tell us the story. What happened, Jonesy?
So I'm cutting a rug.
Amongst other things.
And then I wander into a waft that was beyond belief. And I went, that's dreadful. And then everyone's going, and then they're pointing at me. And then Jack, whose face I could tell was red, he's going, oh, Jonesy, that's rank. And I knew it was you. We eyeballed each other. I knew it was you.
Who was it?
Well, if this is a confession booth and I am going to go against my legal counsel, I'm sorry, Jonesy, you had to be the sacrificial lamb in it. It was me.
Oh, what?
and then I said, right, I'm going to work one up just to prove that it's
yours
not.
Was different.
But all the young girls, they instantly, because they see Jack as this young, charming young man, and they just see me as this old guy, and they instantly sided with Jack.
Well, you should have chosen a different menu. I think the lentil beans. It was all your fault.
It's all my fault.
And
yes.
Look, I do apologise. It's been on my mind all week, so I am glad to actually clear the air, or quite the opposite, with my actions. But I thought who looks like the most reasonable culprit, and of course the bride's dad had to be it.
I would have done exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you put that skitty in my pants.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay.
Don't you have to go back to work at the High Court of Australia, mate?
Yes, I do. Yes, please get. This is just between you and I. So, and of course, all the other gold listeners.
Well, Jack, how very beautiful. I appreciate your honesty, but not the act that led to it.
Thank you.
You've disappointed your mum yet again.
I'll get
It's all your fault,
I'll
Jonesy.
get the nappy sound ready. All right, Jack.
Exactly.
Thank you
All
for
right.
your honesty.
Thank you for having me on.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, I have so many mixed emotions around that. Horrendous stories, but great honesty.
I just hear vindication.
Vindaloo.
Jonesy and Amanda. Listen to the podcast whenever you want with the free iHeart app.
You probably have seen this story. It's so heartwarming. It's like a Pixar movie. You can just imagine this being animated. 7 dogs stolen in China being taken to a meat market.
No.
A variety of breeds, 7 of them, escaped from the meat truck and walked 17 kilometres home together. So when they escaped from the truck, they didn't all run off in different directions. It's like a Harry McClary story. They all stayed together. The ringleader, or not the ringleader, the guide that guided them all home was the corgi. But all of them formed a protective ring around an injured German shepherd. They didn't let the German shepherd get too close to the road. They protected the German shepherd. It is a beautiful story. The dogs have now been reunited with their owners who are very concerned. This is quite a common practice.
So dogs get abducted?
Get abducted for the meat market.
Goodness.
And so
is it illegal to do that now in China?
It's illegal, but the practice still persists. This is in northern China. It's often linked to winter warmth beliefs, whatever that means. But, so it's quite extraordinary. The little corgi, until, of course, they got to the stairs and the corgi could go no further. Short little legs.
Can't be a leader anymore.
So it's a lovely story. But it makes you think, because my dog's never done a runner. But lots of pets do go on incredible journeys.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was gifted a turtle or a tortoise. Doesn't matter. By my
one's
grandfather.
Water and one's not, I think.
My grandfather, Fred, he was an old bushie in Bendigo.
And then he found it.
He found it. He said, there you go, mate. There's a turtle / tortoise. And I said, oh, great. He said, just don't tell your old man and you can take it home with you. Back when you go up to Sydney.
So hey, you took it on a plane?
Yeah, so Dad, the old man was an airline pilot. So whenever we went on the plane, we had to be on our best behaviour. We're like little Von Trapp children going on the plane. So Granddad had given me the turtle in a box with strict instructions not to tell anyone.
Did it go through an X-ray in those days?
No,
you probably didn't have to X-ray anything.
You could go on with a chainsaw in the good old days.
They were
great.
good pets.
So I've put the turtle under my seat and on the plane.
Didn't pop up and say, I'll have a special meal.
Flying home, then all of a sudden this kid says, there's a turtle on the plane.
On the plane?
And I said, what, another one? Someone else has got one. So this is how dumb I am. I'm thinking, oh, gee, they'll be in trouble. And then I looked in the box. It's gone.
Oh,
so
no.
Who owns this turtle? Like the old man was flying the plane, so he didn't know.
Didn't it also run away from your backyard?
Yes, yeah. That took some time.
Did it actually disappear?
It disappeared. I never saw it again.
That would have taken years.
I know. I should have looked more. Probably still there.
Your surveillance was terrible.
I'll go past the old house.
And it'll still be near the fence.
Just sitting there.
It mustn't have liked you. It tried to escape twice.
Yeah.
Did you look after it?
Yeah, of course I did. I had a frisbee full of water, which it would drink.
And food?
Other.
Aren't they self-sourcing?
Yeah, I don't know if they're supposed to live in water or not.
Oh, see?
Look, I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not to know these things.
Well, look, the tribal drum is going to beat for this. Tales of the Escape.
Ah, the Great Escape. Yes. Tales of the Escape, the Animal Edition.
Yeah. Who's done a runner?
Yep.
Where'd they go? What was the story?
Have you had a snake on a plane?
I've seen that terrible film. No one wants them back.
Jam Nation.
The Tribal Drum is beating Tales of the Escape, the Animal Edition.
This is because of that beautiful story of 7 dogs in China that were stolen and being taken on a truck to a meat market.
Yeah.
And that's not a nightclub, a literal meat market.
Yeah.
They escaped, but they all stayed together, led by the brave Corgi, and they all protected the injured German Shepherd. It's a story that's captured everyone's hearts, and I'm sure people at Pixar are saying, I'll take that.
I think it's a Disney
you.
franchise right there,
Yeah.
because Disney franchise, they like to go a little bit dark. Yeah,
Well, it's like, I guess it's all DreamWorks, like Toy Story, where they're all heading into the incinerator.
Remember, they're all going into the incinerator. But
Terrible.
they didn't go there, kids. Maureen has joined us.
Hello, Maureen.
Hello, Jonesy and Amanda. How are you?
Very well. Tell us of the escape.
The escape, this is my mum's cat. My mum had a beautiful black Persian cat that used to sit in her front yard, and everybody used to admire the cat. Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. And one day it disappeared, and we looked everywhere for the cat, couldn't find it, and we weren't sure whether somebody had actually taken the cat or, the cat had, met an unfortunate end. Anyway, about 3 years later, my mum started feeding this scrawny, stray, dirty-looking cat, and I said to my mum, it looks very much like Sooty that you had years ago. She said, no, it's definitely not him. I said, he's gone, he's never come back. I said, are you sure? It really looks like him. Anyway, after a few weeks, we ended up taking the cat to the vet, and the vet scanned the cat, and it was Mum's cat that went missing 3 years before that.
Sooty returned.
So where the cat had been, we don't know. The vet said sometimes they go down stormwater drains and they get lost, or whether somebody had taken the cat and it just took the cat 3 years to find its way back home. We don't know.
And did Sooty then go on to have another whole new lease of life with your mum?
Yes. Sooty lived for a few more years, but unfortunately after my mum passed away, my sister took the cat and her dog didn't like the cat.
Oh, poor Sooty went through all of that.
And then was bad ending?
Well, it sounds like bad ending.
For Sooty, but it had a good second life with my mum.
Thanks,
yeah.
Right.
Well, good.
Back down, shoved down a drain.
See the funny side of that.
Well, thank you, Maureen.
Karen.
Hello, Karen. Who escaped where?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda.
Hello.
I had an Alaskan Malamute who had, for several months that I didn't know about, been jumping out of my yard, and he knew the times that I went to work and came back home again. And in between those hours, he was going into my elderly next-door neighbours and having morning tea with her. He was popping down the road just after lunchtime to another lady who was feeding him a late lunch. And then in the afternoon, he was coming back and going into my next-door neighbours on the other side who had kids and a pool, and he would go in and play in the pool with the kids.
Wow.
And then before I got home, he would jump back into my backyard, and I never knew he was getting out.
Wow.
As innocent as
Is a Malamute like a big German Shepherd kind of a dog?
A big husky.
It's a big husky. Yeah, they're cute.
Oh.
Good on you, Karen.
What a life.
Dog, the life of a dog.
I know. Thank you.
And Troy has joined us.
Hello, Troy. What was the escape?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Very well.
So, when I was a kid, it was me and my sister, shout out to Tisha. She used to be the lizard and turtle catcher. So I was too scared, I'd never go near him. But she'd always jump on him, catch him, and she managed to catch a 3-legged turtle one day.
Oh.
So we took it home. It was awesome. We loved it. We named him Stumpy. Everything was sweet. We loved Stumpy. One day we came home from school, Stumpy was gone. He disappeared from the back pond. Looked everywhere for, honestly, I reckon it was like at least 2 weeks. Looked everywhere, high and low, under the house, everywhere. Could not find Stumpy. And about a year later, Stumpy appeared in the front driveway.
Just
where had
came
Stumpy
back.
been?
Where had Stumpy been? That's right.
I have no idea. We still have no idea this day. We don't know if he left, he walked around. Surely it wouldn't take you a year to get out the front door.
Well, you never know.
He's a turtle with 3 legs. He could have just been at the tap.
He could have been making his way round to the front.
There was a couple stairs. But, yeah, it was a mystery.
Troy, did you have a man look for Stumpy?
I was a boy.
Yeah, okay, but, it's the same thing.
Meaning that you couldn't really
Like,
see
you walk
him.
out in the
right.
backyard, I can't see him, he's gone, let's get another one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's an incredible story.
Troy,
thank you, Troy.
More people want to call if you want to join us. Tales of the Escape, the Animal Edition.
Jam Nation.
If you've just joined us, you would have been touched by that heartwarming story of those little doggies in China. They all band together. They've been stolen by Mr. Mean Butcher China guy.
Is this you've turned it into a children's fable?
Well, he's taking the dogs. He's got to put them into the mincer.
Yeah, that's right. And instead, they all escaped, and they didn't all go in different directions. They all stuck together, and they made their 17K journey home like a gang, led by a little corgi, and they all protected the injured German Shepherd. It's a beautiful story, returned to their homes.
The tribal drummers beating Tales of the Escape, the Animal Edition. Cheryl has joined us.
Hello, Cheryl. Who escaped?
Hello, guys.
Hello, who escaped and what happened?
Oh, we had a very cheeky Russian blue cat by the name of Pearl, and one Easter, I was up doing some shopping before I was going away on holidays with the family. The neighbours called us to say that Pearl was in their caravan, and I said, it's okay, I'll be home in 10 minutes. And they said, well, we're not home. And I said, where exactly are you guys? And they said, we're at the Ballarat Big 4 Caravan Park.
How far from your house was that?
We live in Hyatt.
Right.
So a good, decent drive.
Yeah, it's a fair wax.
So what happened, Cheryl?
Well, I had a major panic attack, ran out of the shop. I actually went back to the shop to apologise, and we thought something serious had happened. But my husband, the dear neighbour next door, he packed her up and he met my husband halfway to do the transfer. And the place where they met was at the Caterpillar.
It just works.
You know how those big Caterpillar trucks in one of those places.
What are the chances? The Caterpillar.
It would have been like one of those exchange programs.
Like Spies.
You like Spies, Cheryl? But Pearl's okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she's gone to heaven now.
But yeah.
She escaped another time and went car surfing on my father-in-law's roof.
Oh, God.
Pearl.
Cats are so free range, aren't they?
Thank you,
Cheryl.
Kim has joined us.
Hello, Kim. What escaped?
Well, we don't seem to have a real lot of good luck with birds, particularly ones that use foul language.
Oh.
We used to have this rainbow lorikeet that we hand-raised it from a baby. It was an excellent mimic. It had the most evil laugh on it, and unfortunately 3 children here, teenage children, that thought it was fun to teach it to swear. So we put it in its cage outside to get some sun, and a bit of rain happened, a storm happened. The cage goes flying and the bird escapes. We're searching for it everywhere. We're putting Facebook posts up. No luck, we didn't find it. A couple of months later, we get this message on Facebook. A lady was walking in the park a couple of suburbs away and was walking through the park, and this bird landed on her shoulders, laughed like a maniac, swore at her, told her to bleep off, and then flew away laughing like a maniac again.
That bird could get a job in FM radio.
We got a rescue bird around the same time that was, I don't know whether owned by an old man or something with emphysema, and it used to cough and it would swear and say, I wish this cough would off.
Yeah. Maybe you should stick with fish.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda.
You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast.
We had so many requests for them to do it again.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Man, that shit just cracks me up.
Maybe you should lay off the moonshine.
Jonesy's always knocking Amanda.
It's so easy.
Amanda always knocking Jonesy.
I'm done. Stick it in the guts, Barry.
Just some housekeeping from yesterday's show. We had comic movie reviewer Rob on the show. Wasn't he great? You got him on the show and he was so good.
I follow him on Instagram, Rob Anderson, and he looks at 80s and 90s movies and the weirdness of the storytelling.
And you made the point that there was a lot of movies in the 80s where, for some reason, kids had AIDS.
Well, I guess that's mimicking society, but sometimes it was quite heavy-fisted.
Yeah. And then Rob brought this up.
What about there was a period where, was it in the 80s, where little kids were getting AIDS in all the TV shows and announcing it in the strangest of ways?
Yeah, that was in an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger too, actually. Yeah, Haley Joel Osment had AIDS.
Yeah.
Walker said, you have AIDS. And he went, okay, I have AIDS. Walker told me.
That's fair enough. It seemed odd, but we dug up the episode.
That sounds like a joke, but that's how it was.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
I made us some lunch. Why don't we go inside?
Great, I'm starving.
Nothing fixes AIDS like lunch.
Yum.
A lot of our comments have blown up about this, and I forgot about this because Haley Joel Osment played Forrest Gump's kid in Forrest Gump. So people have said he had AIDS twice in Forrest Gump and in Walker.
What do you mean he had AIDS in Forrest Gump?
Because, this was the Forrest Gump crossover where Walker met Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump Jr. and explained to him the illness he got from his mom, Jenny Gump, who died from the disease when it was still relatively unknown. Forrest Gump didn't have...
Is that all made up?
Forrest Gump didn't have the smarts to tell him to see himself and met Walker while shrimping in the Gulf near Texas. Walker was happy to help out.
I'm just horrified by the name Jenny Gump.
Jenny Gump. I don't know if little Forrest Gump Jr. had the AIDS. And he was also in Sixth Sense. Old Haley Joel.
He didn't join the cast of Friends or anything like that, did he?
He went on to Entourage. The last thing I saw him was in Entourage.
As an adult?
He played Billy Bob Thornton's son.
But a grown-up.
A grown-up, a big bearded. Yeah. Anyway.
Jam
Nation. What's hot? What's not? This is the
The features editor from the Daily Oz has spectacular features, and she's gracing our big screen right now. Hello, Em.
Hello, friends. I'm here to talk to you about The Bachelorette, not The Bachelorette Australia. That was famously dumped by Channel 10 a little while ago. But there is this huge controversy unfolding in the US where the show is in its 22nd season. It was about to premiere on Sunday, and then leaked footage of this year's leading lady, whose name is Taylor Frankie Paul, went viral. And ABC America said, "Nup, we're scrapping it in light of the new footage. We're not moving forward with the new season." Now, this all comes from these domestic violence charges and arrest of the star of the show a few years ago. Taylor Frankie Paul, if you haven't heard of her, she went viral on TikTok as part of that Mum Talk TikTok group a few years ago, like a group of Mormon women, mums, who ended up kind of making global headlines because they were all implicated in this swinging scandal. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. And they've picked one of those to be the Bachelorette.
The Mormon swingers.
Yes. So the Mormon swinger, she was the face of the whole Mum Talk thing. She's the face of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So that's a reality show that was born out of the Mum Talk chaos. She was chosen last year to be the next Bachelorette. Now, we all knew this. We always knew that in 2023, she was caught up in this incident. She was arrested. She had an altercation with her ex. There's this vision that we've now got of the incident, but she had publicly spoken about it. She was charged with assault. It formed the basis of the pilot of the reality show, so it wasn't any secret. And ABC, the network, absolutely knew about all of this when it chose to cast her in The Bachelorette. But what's changed now is there's new footage of that altercation. So it happened 3 years ago, but we've seen new vision, and it appears to show Taylor Frankie Paul throwing metal chairs at her partner. And this is all happening in front of her daughter, who was 5 years old at the time. Now, according to court documents, there was, from this altercation, the child ended up with a huge bruise on her head. So she was caught up in the crossfire. Taylor Frankie Paul was charged with domestic violence in the presence of a child, but that was dropped because she completed a parenting course and did a deal, but she was charged with assault. She's been on probation. She was on probation when she was cast, but now TMZ have leaked this new footage, and I suppose it's cast a magnifying glass on the incident, and it's brought it to a lot more people's attention.
So all that's changed is that we're seeing more detail in the video.
Yes, exactly. And some of the video is in The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the reality series. So this is just an extension, I suppose, of what we had already seen. So there is criticism now around, the ABC's decision to cast her in the first place.
Yeah.
And is the public calling for it, or the public saying, fair enough, she should never have been cast?
The rhetoric, I think, at the moment is she should never have been cast. There are a lot of people who are massive fans of Taylor Frankie Paul who are saying, air it. She's been honest. She's always owned up to the past transgressions. She's faced justice for all of that, and, that we need to move on. Paul herself said that she's been silent out of fear of further abuse and retaliation. She said she's currently exploring all of her options and seeking support, preparing to own and share her story, which sounds like maybe a Netflix doco is in the works, if you ask me.
Wow.
She's living life in front of the camera full tilt.
From a Mormon swinger to a chair slinger.
Oh, nice,
You
Brendan.
could get her outside at night.
That's good from you, Jonesy.
What do you mean good from me? Or you
I
can
don't
get her
care
outside.
what they say about you.
Get her outside a strip club in Melbourne, chucking chairs around.
Could do it.
It's a go-to weapon, you know.
They could team up, do a Bachelor-Bachelorette co-production.
A Bachelorette co-production. This is why
How intriguing.
you are the features editor.
And people, once again, are saying TV networks, take a good look at yourself.
Have a good hard look. Em, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, your download is complete. Jam Nation.
You know, it's often interesting as to what psychics see and don't see, isn't it?
Yeah.
And afterwards, it's easy enough to say, I saw it. Here's an English psychic. She looks like someone who'd be running the pub in EastEnders. Her name is Nikki Allen. And she made this prediction on the 19th of October, 2025. So 5 months ago, she made this prediction.
So back to celebrities again. This is, I don't know if there's going to be an announcement of a death of a celebrity, possibly who did action films, action hero films. So do you know do you remember ages ago when that person died from Fast and Furious? And it was like, what? There's that kind of feeling with that. All I can tell you is an action hero, someone quite well known.
Sad news. Chuck Norris, the film star, has died.
It's a bit of a wide net.
5 months later, a man in his 80s.
Right.
What?
What?
But what's interesting is she's posted this. I don't know when she's posted, but this must be much more recent because this only came up on my feed yesterday. She's said, in this short prediction clip, I was shown a passing of a true icon, Chuck Norris. Spirit whispered, it's coming soon, and the energy felt peaceful, like a soul ready to go. Sending love and light to Chuck and his family. So she didn't say at the time, hey, Chuck Norris is going to car crash.
Yeah. And
it's easy retrospectively to say, oh, yeah, I saw that 5 months ago. It's Chuck Norris.
And he was 86.
That's what
He's
I mean.
a good age.
Yeah, that's right. Now, who's going, what? Hang on?
Yeah,
Too soon?
It's like Prince Andrew's family, terribly upset that he dies next week in a car crash.
So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Her name is Nikki Allen.
Okay.
If she comes up on your feed, if she gives you a direct call, watch out. She might know something amorphous about someone you've never met.
You can see a whole lot more of Jonesy and Amanda on our socials. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Free money. Fast money. Extra cash.
I need money. Jonesy and Amanda's.
Driving you into a cliff, by the way you're talking.
Well, I'm excited because we have Instagram. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You could pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right. Happy days, $1,000.
You can make it $2,000 by answering a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
How's things in Cockatoo, Jackie?
Yeah, pretty good. We had a little tiny bit of rain, but not much.
Good.
Well, Jackie, what would you do if you won $2,000? Fill up your
I'm
tank?
not sure.
Fill up your tank.
Halfway.
Well,
How's the
$40 in maybe.
how's the fuel in Cockatoo?
We have plenty, I believe, in Gembrook and Emerald.
Yeah.
Well, I keep hearing rumours that there's going to be rationing. I keep hearing rumours.
I know. I'm commuting to work. I go past, I reckon, without a word of a lie, 20 petrol stations. Not one of them is out of fuel.
Our local one was last night.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
Is it all the 98 or the fancy fuel?
All of them.
All of them were out?
I think so. That's what someone told me. It wasn't me. Someone pulled in and they said that all the Bowsers were locked off.
Yeah, but you're the sort of person that pulls up at the fuel station, you see a tanker there, and you say, oh, you big greedy guts, don't take it all.
Yes, because I'm an idiot, Brendan.
Jackie,
that's not question number one.
Isn't
We
that
have
an
10
idiot?
questions. We've got 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say pass. We might have time to come back, all right?
Okay.
Okay, Jackie, here we go. Here comes question number one. Butterfly, freestyle, and breaststroke are types of what?
Swimming stroke.
Question two. Himalayan salt is typically what colour?
Pink.
Question three. How many inches are in a foot?
12.
Question four. Which superhero can climb up walls and buildings?
Spider-Man.
Question five. The company Dell makes what?
Computers.
Question 6. The Big Apple is the nickname for which American city?
New York.
Question 7. If you're wearing Chanel number 5, what are you wearing?
Perfume.
Question 8. True or false? Marilyn Monroe's natural hair was red.
Ooh, false.
Yeah, Jackie.
Oh, if you'd said pass, you could have come back and had a
you were
guess.
Gonna get that. You would have got that.
Plops.
Oh.
It's true. She was a redhead.
I was actually thinking through. I should have gone with that.
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie, I'm sorry.
Man, you gave us a thrill, though.
I know. I got close, didn't I?
You did. You were like almost. Oh, Jackie.
Thanks for playing, Jackie.
Thank you for being part of it, Jackie.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Jam Nation.
I saw something that I thought was interesting yesterday. A guy who said this.
I just saw a post that said, whatever movie was number 1 when you were 10 years old is how your 2026 is going to go.
Oh,
I thought this sounds like fun.
These things.
This sounds like fun.
So when you were 10 years old?
Oh, what fun, yeah. The movie that was number 1 when you were 10 years old predicts the year you're going to have. So I said, I'll start.
Okay.
I've looked at the movie that was number 1 when I was 10 years old was The Godfather.
Oh.
Yeah, not quite the pony club I was expecting. Pink Pony Club.
Okay.
So I got The Godfather.
You're freaking Ryan
That's
out.
the year I'm going to have.
Yep.
Is the stress of finding a horse's head in my bed.
Yep. Don't go to the races.
Ryan, I've put your details in.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What's Ryan?
Right. So you were 10 in 2008.
We were doing this show in 2008. It was a vintage show.
Well, this is the movie that was number 1 that year.
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
The Dark Knight.
Heath Ledger.
What a beautiful year you're in for.
Great.
What about me? What about Jonesy?
Well, so I've got
a
The
lot of
Godfather.
dark movies in
You've got The Dark
When
Knight.
I was 10.
When you were 10, and this is predicting the year
This
you will
is the
have.
number 1 movie.
Here we go.
Grease.
So Ryan gets this.
Why so serious?
I get this. You get this, Brendan. You're in for the year of a simpleton.
Murder on the dance floor.
You might have to change school.
Righto, you two. That's
Well, sucks to be you guys.
Doesn't it just? Well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Indeed we will for Thursday's show. If you want to catch up with today's show, head to jonesyandamanda.com.au.
Or wherever you get your podcasts, you can find us.
Right on.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Catch up on the Jonesy and Amanda podcast. Download the free iHeart app now.
See you next time.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Hear every second of Jonesy and Amanda on demand. Search for us now on the iHeart app.